Hurry. It's on. I know. Where? Oh, there. Right now, we're working on fixing up the beautiful nightgown. So just hang on. Be with you in just a minute.
You bother me. Yeah, you just keep going from this one stuff. You just move around, don't you?
You got it up?
No.
Action.
What do you do?
Okay. It is pretty paper, isn't it?
Wrap better.
Thank you. Thank you. That was easy to wrap.
Oh, it's a book. Oh, how neat. Will that pick it up, that title?
I doubt it.
Says your birthday, July 13th. Happy birthday. Wow. Happy birthday. On July 12th, 1978, you came into my life. Now, after 13 years, you are finally my wife. Oh, you made a poem. On your 42nd birthday, oh, how I love you. Well, I love you too, baby. Oh, so it just has all kinds of things. Birthday thought through the years, people that share the event, your birthday, a story of the month of your birth. That's entertainment down through the years, your zodiac sign. Why not start a family tree, and where does time go? That is nice. I've never had anything like this. Let's see. I can't see. Why don't you read about me?
Okay. About your zodiac sign. You're a Cancer.
Yeah.
The word zodiac comes from the Greek and roughly translated means circle of animals. It is an imaginary belt through which the moon and the planets move. It was divided by man into 12 sections, each giving the name of an animal, thus its name. Your sign is Cancer, the crab. His influence is supposedly felt by all those born June 22nd through July 23rd. Astrologers feel they can predict a person's character and future based on where the sun and planets stood at the time of the person's birth and their positions at any given time. Cancerians are under the influence of the moon. You are subject to ebb and flow and experience swiftly changing moods, though you may have a hard, protective outer shell. Once you have hold on something, nothing can make you let go. That's good. Your talent for saving money can be either a blessing or a curse.
Oh, your dad might like that.
Yeah, but your outstanding memory and vivid imagination will always be welcome.
Is that true?
Oh yeah, very much so. You are also likely to be a true home lover. Favorite Cancer colors are spring greens and irresolute colors such as pink and silver. And that's missed that.
No.
Your favorite precious stones are pearls, diamonds, and one from the dark side of the moon, onyx.
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 Onyx. That sounds like a
Is this
pig.
saying you're a pig? I can't believe this. In the following list of fellow Cancerians,
See, I like rubies.
yeah, you will know many creative people, religious and social reformers, financiers. There are few professions to which you are not suited. Follow your intuition, and your famous Cancer persistence will accomplish anything.
That's good.
James Cagney was born as a Cancerian. Nelson Rockefeller, politician. Richard Rogers, composer. Oscar Hammerstein II, lyricist. Rembrandt, painted houses. Ernest Hemingway, writer. You missed Rembrandt. I said painted houses. let it go.
Well,
He's
I
just a
can't
painter.
see.
Well, he's just a painter. He didn't paint houses.
Oh, he sure didn't.
Bill Cosby is a comedian. John Glenn, politician, astronaut. Woody Guthrie, you know what he did?
He sang.
Folk singer. Gerald Ford,
And what did he do?
and stumbled around and fell. Mary Baker Eddy, religious leader. John Quincy Adams, what was he?
President.
Jack Dempsey,
Was he a fighter?
boxer. Henry VIII,
Oh, he was a king
of what?
of England.
Okay. Helen Keller,
Oh, she stumbled around a lot too.
yeah. Julius Caesar,
What did it say she was?
lecturer, author.
Oh,
Julius Caesar was a general. Neil Simon, playwright. John Jacob Astor,
Mr. Astor?
fur trader.
Oh, is that what he did?
Yeah. John Dillinger,
Was he a bad guy?
outlaw. Meryl Streep, actress. Carl Lewis,
A lot of fine art people.
athlete. Thurgood Marshall.
Who's that?
Did you just read your People magazine?
I didn't read about Thurgood.
He's a retired Supreme Court justice, the
Oh.
black guy. Calvin Coolidge,
President.
Ann Landers,
Oh, she's a smart lady.
Abigail Van Buren,
Well, evidently, because they're twins.
P.T. Barnum,
Okay,
Sylvester Stallone,
okay,
Ringo Starr,
okay. Oh, his birthday's yesterday.
John D. Rockefeller,
Okay.
and O.J. Simpson,
What did this Rockefellers?
industrialist.
Mm.
See if any of these people born on your birthday. All around it.
Hmm.
But nary a one
What did?
on your birthday. Millions of people in all walks of life enjoy looking into the history of their family, known as genealogy. People have preserved accounts of their ancestors since the beginning of time. The Old Testament contains genealogies showing the descent from Abraham, Noah, and Adam. The ancient Greeks and Romans trace their origins to heroes and gods. In the Middle Ages, most records were kept for kings and noblemen who depended upon them for succession of power and possessions. Every family, including yours, is unique. Yours is, I'll tell you that. As shown by the following, these studies sometimes produce surprising results. England's Queen Elizabeth II, George Washington, and Robert E. Lee share an ancestor, Colonel Augustine Warner of Virginia. The family of Sir Winston Churchill's mother, Jennie Jerome, descended from early settlers in Massachusetts and Connecticut. Churchill and Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the two great leaders of World War II, were seventh cousins once removed. Richard Nixon can trace one line to the 14th century King England II. He is also a seventh cousin twice removed of William Howard Taft. Jimmy Carter shares an ancestry with two other presidents, William Henry Harding and Benjamin Harrison. George Bush can trace his family's arrival to America in the 1620s. He has British ancestors that included King Edward I, who lived in the 13th and 14th centuries, Winston Churchill as an eighth cousin once removed. He also shares ancestors with former U.S. presidents, including Lincoln, Garfield, Teddy Roosevelt, and Franklin Roosevelt. His own vice president, Dan Quayle, is a very distant cousin. It is reported that Betty Davis, Marilyn Monroe, and Katharine Hepburn can count George Bush as distant kin too. Well,
Oh.
George is kin to everybody, isn't he?
Yeah. See
Well,
what it says over there about.
Okay, so I went through with that. Okay.
Was that very interesting to you?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Through the years, people and events that share your birthday. This is the most important day of the year because it is the one on which you were born. Here are some people, some famous, some not so famous, and some very infamous who share your birthday with you. No, we didn't either, baby.
No.
Yeah. Over the years, interesting things that have happened on your day, many of which represent milestones in sports, entertainment, politics, business, science, art, literature, and music in the modern and ancient world. You can learn more at your public library about these and other events and people who shared your birthday. July 13th, these are all July 13th, that's your birthday. The Montreal Expo Hall, Breeden comes up as a pinch hitter in both games of today's doubleheader. He homers both times. Not bad. Sears Roebuck, that was in 1973. In 1897, Sears Roebuck and Company's new catalog offers a magic lantern made of metal, gilt decorated and operated with a kerosene lamp. It comes with 6 1-inch slides which the lantern will project. The price is 75 cents. In 1971, at last, the American League wins the All-Star game, something they haven't done since 1962. Reggie Jackson's towering home run, it strikes one of the light towers on the roof of Tiger Stadium, sparks the win. The American League won't take another All-Star game until 1983. In 1936, lights burn late in homes all over America as families win and lose fortunes in a new game called Monopoly. During the daytime, motorists are putting coins in the first parking meters which have appeared in Oklahoma City.
Oh, how neat.
I didn't know that. 1908, the International Olympic Committee announces that women will be allowed to compete in the games from now on.
That's good.
1978, Maury Stern, noted American artist, sculptor, born in Russia. 1896, Philadelphia outfielder Ed Delhandy hits 4 inside the park homers in a game against Chicago. Wow, that's amazing. 1813, artist and naturalist John James Audubon reports seeing a flock of passenger pigeons in Kentucky that stretches on for more than 250 miles. The flock darkened the sky and took 3 days to pass over a given spot. Numbered in the billions by reliable estimates, the passenger pigeons will become extinct in 1914 when the last of its kind, Martha, dies at the Cincinnati Zoo.
That's
Isn't it
neat.
amazing how
That'd
quick
be
they
a
went
big
out?
old flock of birds, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and then look how fast they died out in 100 years from the time he saw them. 1874, Mary Outerbridge has brought a net, balls, and rackets home from Bermuda, and now she introduces a new sport to Americans. It's called lawn tennis. 1903, Kenneth Clark, author, art historian, born in London, England. 1924, Carlo Bergonzi, celebrated opera singer, born in Italy. 1864, John Jacob Astor, financier. He built the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York City. He went down on the Titanic when the famous ship struck an iceberg in 1912, born in New York.
And his wife's name was Mary.
1938, Howard Hughes and 4 assistants complete their record-setting flight of 3 days and just over 19 hours around the world. The journey, beginning and ending in New York, has covered nearly 15,000 miles. 1890, Stanley Kavetsky, baseball pitcher. He had 4 seasons with Cleveland in which he won 20 games. Hall of Famer, 1969, born in Pennsylvania. In 1944, Erno Rubik, educator, inventor. He created the interesting, challenging, and some say diabolical Rubik's Cube in 74, born in Hungary. 1912, Mrs. Stuyvesant's Fish doesn't want anyone dancing on Sunday, and what Mrs. Stuyvesant's Fish says goes. So at this year's Newport Balls, the dancers stopped dancing at the stroke of midnight Saturday. 1936, we're having a heat wave. It's 114 degrees in Wisconsin. 1826, Stanislaw Cannizzaro, chemist, he devised a method of deducing the atomic weights of chemical elements, born in Palermo, Sicily. 1946, yay! The fossil of the oldest known dinosaur is found in New Mexico. The specimen, 200 million years old, predates the giant Tyrannosaurus rex by 100 million years. Tyrannosaurus. Excuse me. This is the bad thing about laying in bed with a teacher. 1821, at Fredonia, New York, the first natural gas well in America, 27 feet deep, is producing enough to light 30 lamps. It will later be sealed because of its offensive odor. 1821, a promising new American poet has recently published his first poem in a Maine newspaper. His name is Henry Wadsworth Longfellow.
Oh, when was that?
1821. 1963, Bobby Carpenter, hockey player, a center. He is the first American-born player to score 50 goals in one season, born in Massachusetts.
You just came down through there and said you see anything exciting.
Well, I just won't read
Did you want
anymore.
to read all that?
Well, I was going to read you the whole book.
Oh.
But I guess not. Well, I guess I'm supposed to be. No? I'm supposed to be getting tired, and I'll just get tired. I never get tired. You never get tired by me, without me.
Oh, that will be good.
Down through the years in the month of July. Tarzan of the Apes is published by Edgar Rice Burroughs. A burlesque comedy called Ginger Girls opens in Chicago to good reviews. Scandal, the 6th reel Universal film about a businessman and his mistress, is released. That was in 1915. 1916. Vampi Eva Tanquay is a leading vaudeville comedian. Smugglers is released by famous players, motion pictures, later known as Paramount. Let's see, each year just tells.
We'll get up there where we might know something.
Okay, baby.
What about your year?
Now your Irving Berlin's score of Annie Get Your Gun is very popular, including They Say It's Wonderful, recorded by Perry Como. 48, the year you were born, Norman Mailer. Oh. Perry Como charms listeners with Some Enchanted Evening. Some enchanted evening, you will meet a stranger. Joan Crawford and Zachary Scott camp it up in Flamingo Road. 30 years away from the presidency, Ronald Reagan starred with Virginia Mayo in The Girl from Jones Beach. Johnny Ray in 1952 serenade young lovers with Walking My Baby Back Home. The #1 hit this month. Cary Grant and Marilyn Monroe involved in some monkey business while Lana Turner is a merry widow. Humphrey Bogart, Audrey Hepburn, and William Holden star in Sabrina, directed by Billy Wilder. Sinatra has a hit with Young at Heart. That was in 1954.
Did you see
55.
Sabrina? That was good.
In 55, the hit play Mr. Roberts comes to the screen, starring Henry Fonda, James Cagney, and Jacque. The #1 tune this month is Unchained Melody by Les Baxter and the Blackwells.
You're kidding. What was
Hit
that?
TV is 55. Hit TV shows seem to revolve around money, include The Millionaire and the $64,000 Question.
I remember both
I do
those.
too. Yeah. Standing on the corner, watching all the girls go by. That was sung by the Four Lads. Tony Bennett's hit this month is In the Middle of an Island, but as the other end of the spectrum, Jerry Lewis has a whole lot of shaking going on. Westerns begin their reign on television. Gunsmoke is the #1 rated program, and The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp is in the top 10. That was with Hugh O'Brien.
Mm-hmm.
Cary Grant and Ingrid Bergman in 1958 star in Indiscreet, while Elvis Presley stars in King Creole. You know you're going, you're jumping like cats, you're going, yeah. Okay. Johnny Cash tops the country charts with Guess Things Happen That Way. Ricky Nelson has a hit with Port of the Fool. More top-rated westerns on TV, Wagon Train, The Rifleman, and Rawhide. In 59, Holding the Head, starring Frank Sinatra and Edward G. Robinson, opens in movie theaters. It is director Frank Capra's last film. Johnny's Horton Battle of New Orleans is country gold, while at the Hop, Frankie Avalon sings Bobby Sox to Stockings. On TV, 77 Sunset Strip is popular, and The Lawman is yet another hit western. 1960, Brenda Lee's I'm Sorry, So Sorry. Sing it with me, baby. That I was such a fool. I know.
I don't know words.
I know singing beside me pales in comparison, but you gotta try. Elmer Gantry stars Burt Lancaster and Gene Simmons, while Frank Sinatra, Shirley MacLaine, and Maurice Chevalier are featured in Can-Can. 1961, moviegoers again flock to a story set in France. This time it's Fanny, starring Leslie Caron, Maurice Chevalier, and Charles Boyer.
Did you see that?
Oh, I love this song. Gary U.S. Bond's #1 hit is 2:45. Don't you know that I dance till 2:45.
Okay.
The Beach Boys go on a surfing safari. Robert Preston is the music man. Lots of doctors on TV with Vin Casey and Dr. Kildare.
I watched that.
63, Leslie Gore says, it's my party and I cry if I want to, and leads the charge. Peter, Paul, and Mary lead the folk music scene with their version of Bob Dylan's Blowin' in the Wind. And Welcome to Petticoat Junction, the highly rated TV comedy series. 64, Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack star in Robin and the Seven Hoods.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's dancing to the Supremes hit, Where Did I, Baby, Baby, Baby.
Where did our love go?
Oh, you know I. Okay, I can't get carried away. And in 65, that's the year I graduated, Annette Funicello shows movie crowds how to stuff a wild bikini. Smokey Robinson traces the tracks of my teeth. And Herman sing,
I thought I did.
I'm Henry the Eighth, I am
remember that.
Henry the Eighth, I am,
I got to see them.
I'm gonna marry to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone wants a Henry.
Was Willie ever seen?
Something. Leading the country charts is Webb Pierce with Memory Number One. In '66, it's Summer in the City, a hot hit from
down,
Love.
Summer in the City.
Yeah. The Beatles sing Paperback Writer. Don't remember that one.
Paperback Writer.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear that. That's new. I never did like them that much. The first Batman movie is released starring Adam West and Burt Ward on the TV series. The Smothers Brothers stirred controversy with their TV show. Other top-rated shows include Doc Tari and Family Affair. In '67,
That's when I graduated.
in '67, Sandy Dennis stars in Up the Down Staircase.
I didn't see that.
Eddie Arnold has a favorite with Misty Blue, and Jefferson Airplane climbs the charts in Summer of Love with White Rabbit.
Love with White Rabbit.
No, during the Summer of Love with White Rabbit.
I don't know.
I don't either. 1968, I was fighting
You
in a
would
war.
think
I
the
was
summer
fighting my
that I
life.
graduated,
You
I
remember?
would know a White Rabbit.
I was in battle. In 1967, in this month that you graduated, we were trying to take Hill 207. And I remember,
Okay.
I never get to be a Vietnam hero like you.
No, I was one of the first
You
women
were-
pilots.
You were a Lindsay hero. You serviced the men of our country while I was fighting, baby, and I appreciate
I
it. You were
helped.
so great. You
Thank
kept
you.
up their morale.
I tried.
Pick a number, please. Servicing number 84 for today. Oh.
Oh.
1968. True Grit opens in movie theaters.
I saw that.
A big comeback role for John Wayne. Born to be Wild is Steppenwolf's Young Revolution anthem. Born to be wild.
Who did that?
Steppenwolf. On an entirely different note, Johnny Cash has a Folsom Prison Blues. You don't know Folsom
Well,
Prison
how's it
Blues?
go?
I see that train a-comin'.
Oh, yeah.
It's a-comin' around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps traveling on. It'll keep rolling on down in San Antone. If they freed me from this prison, if this railroad train is mine, I know I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps traveling on. I love Folsom Prison.
I didn't even know you knew that many words.
Oh, I know the whole album just about. 1969, Woodstock's just a few weeks away. The Rolling Stones' #1 single is Honky Tonk Woman, and Easy Rider introduces Jacque Nicholson to the world. Charlie Pride's country single is All I Have to Offer You. Bill Cosby rates high with his first solo television effort, The Bill Cosby Show. I didn't know it came on in '69.
Bill Cosby
Yeah,
Show?
you know, back whenever he was with I Spy and then he broke off, had the Bill Cosby Show. In 1970, Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young hit the charts with their song about Kent State, Ohio. The Mod Squad trio, Julie P.
Mod Squad?
Squad. That's
Mod
this guy.
Yeah, Mod Squad.
Well, make sure you correct me now.
You're just
Happy
funny.
birthday to you, Miss Teacher.
Well, I just didn't know what the Mod Squad was.
Well, you're supposed to know these things. Julie, Pete, and Link are TV's hip crime busters.
I remember that.
1971, Shaft, starring Richard Roundtree, and Panic in Needle Park, starring Al Pacino, are two gritty urban film dramas. The Jackson 5 fill the airways with Maybe Tomorrow. 72, Al Green sings I'm Still in Love with You. Archie Bunker reigns on TV along with Mary Tyler Moore Show. 73, Loretta Lynn has a hit with Love is a Foundation. George Lucas makes his first big film, American Graffiti, featuring Ron Howard and a young Richard Dreyfuss. The Waltons and MASH lead the way on the tube. 74, Charles Bronson is the urban vigilante in Death Wish. A perfect good time summertime song is radio hit Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner. Two teams are tops in television, Chico and the Man and Sanford and Son. That's not my job, man. That's not my job. Chico and the Man, he died. Drug overdose. 1975, pop music is mellowing. James Taylor sings How Sweet It Is. Paul Newman stars with his wife Joanne Woodward in The Drowning Pool.
I did not see that.
1976, reggae comes to the States via Bob Marley and the Wailers, whose hit single is Roots Rock Reggae. Elton John and Kiki Dee cry, Don't Go Breaking My Heart. Farrah Fawcett Majors is a cheesecake idol on Charlie's Angels, and her swimwear poster is everywhere.
I remember that poster.
1977, Kathleen Quinlan is a new star when I Never Promised You a Rose Garden is released. Casey and the Sunshine Band of Shake Your Booty fame lead the charge. I remember that. With Keep It Coming, Love, while Stevie Wonder's radio hit is Sir Duke. Don't remember that. Lots of old stars go for a cruise on the Love Boat.
I never promised you a rose
I
garden.
never promised you a rose garden.
I thought that was, what was her name, that country singer?
Well, she probably did it too.
Had long hair and,
Loretta Lynn,
no, had a
Crystal
chin.
Gayle.
No.
Oh, had a chin. The only singer in country western that had a chin. I thought they all had chins. Some had
Well,
two.
Hers was.
Some had two.
True.
1978. Country music is led by Ronnie Millsap this month with Only One Love in My Life. John Belushi is a famous slob in National Lampoon's Animal House, released this month. Louie Louie will constantly become a big hit once again some 15 years after its initial release.
That's something.
1979, Breaking Away is a surprise movie success of the summer. It introduces Dennis Quaid. Dolly Parton sings You're the Only One, but in the city, Donna Summer tops the playlist with Bad Girls. In 1980, Brian De Palma's Dressed to Kill stars Angie Dickinson and Michael Caine, and everyone who's seen it is trying to keep the ending a secret from people who haven't. Movie star Clint Eastwood teams up with Merle Haggard for a country hit called Barroom Buddies. Popular programs include The Dukes of Hazzard, The Jeffersons, but Dallas is the #1 show on television. Okay, there's other stuff to read in here, but needless to say, you don't want me to read it to you. So,
No, I do.
okay, today is the first day, hour, minute, and second of the rest of your life. If you're tired of celebrating your birthday in terms of years, the following tables will give you other options. Jack Benny could have given his age as 14,244 days instead of 39 years. Interesting observations. In the midst of your 27th year, you will have 10,000 days behind you. During your 11th year, you will have been around for over 100,000 hours. By the time you reach 20, you have clocked over 10 million minutes. Who says life begins at 40? At that age, you have ticked off over 1.25 billion seconds.
Getting close.
At 100, your heart will have beat 3,681,619,200 times, pumping 27,323,260 gallons of blood, weighing over 100 tons. If you're tired, you've earned it.
What's that?
Time span ages 1 to 20, 21 to 40, 41 to 60, year 42. You're 504 months, you're 15,340 days, 368,160 hours, 22,089,600 minutes, 1,325,376,000 seconds.
No wonder I'm tired.
I know, baby, those seconds just tick off, don't they? Anyhow, happy birthday. You're welcome.
Who picked out this paper?
I did.
Pretty paper.
Thank you.